Dragon Ball Legends is in a bit of an interesting state right now. There's been a lot of controversy over, I guess, doubts or issues with the CC, the amount of CC we've been getting in Dragon Ball Legends. A lot of people have been saying that we're getting less CC than we have in previous years, which Gotacha actually did a whole video debunking that, and we are actually getting more this year, but you know, that's a whole different issue. I made a poll a while ago asking, or not a while ago, like a day ago, asking, are you enjoying Dragon Ball Legends on a scale of 1 to 10? And the purpose of this was, typically after the anniversary, we have a dry spell where nothing really happens in the game, and you know, we don't really get releases, or when we do, they feel lackluster, and just content doesn't really seem to be dropping that much. And I made this poll with the intention of seeing how people feel about Dragon Ball Legends. And I'm going to be looking at the replies on here, and we're going to see what people say, and I'm going to chime in, give my thoughts on the state of the game, and, you know, pretty much just a interaction with you guys. I want to try to have some more interaction with you guys. I want to do more of these polls. I'm trying to do more videos like this. Even though they get less views, I do enjoy doing them, and it is nice to hear you guys' opinions. So, also, if you're wondering what video is playing on the TV right here, this is actually from my main channel. If you want to check that out, well, I say main, but I've had it for longer. If you want to check that out, you should. It's basically just me playing other games that aren't Dragon Ball Legends. They are very highly edited. I like to actually pour, you know, hours into making these videos, and you should really check it out if you're interested. That being said, let's dive right in. So, of course, the poll here is, are you enjoying Dragon Ball Legends? There are 4 options. There's, I love this game, which is a 9 or a 10. Like, you are loving Dragon Ball Legends, right? It's self-explanatory. Overall plus 6 to 8, subpar experience 3 to 5, and then I'd rather do dishes. This was supposed to be a 1 to 2, but I didn't put it in for some reason. So everyone that voted on this had 4 options, and from the looks of it, it looks like nobody is really enjoying this game to like the extent that we saw on the anniversary. Like, I think I made one during the anniversary. Yeah, did you enjoy the 7th anniversary? And people were, oh wait, actually, wow, I could have sworn that, well, I probably should have rephrased this one, but I could have sworn this one was like 9, 10, like almost everybody. But I mean, okay, look at this, right? Most of the player base, or at least, sorry, most of the people that voted on this poll said that it was a pretty good anniversary, right? The enjoyment level was a 6 to 8, which to me, that's passing, right? That's a level where, like, you know, you can enjoy the game, right? In school terms, that's like anywhere from a D to a B, but in this case, we're just gonna say it's good, right? I think this is a pretty good standard. I think if you did a good celebration, it should almost always be this or this. It should never be one of these 2 options. So we had this, like, just look at this discrepancy, right? If I scroll up, now all of a sudden, the last row has taken a bit of a jump, which, again, it is post-anniversary, so it's a bit of a dead period. This is kind of to be expected, but there's a lot of issues that have just happened. I made this poll around the time the CC controversy was first becoming, like, a big deal. So let's go ahead and see what you guys said. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on this and chime in where I can. It's a gacha game, so if you pull a new unit, you are free to do anything, but if you don't, then the game becomes a liability. This is so true. I'm gonna pin this. This is actually just so facts. This is so true, because it doesn't matter what units get released during the anniversary. You could release Fuse and Gogeta Blue, Tag Beast, Gohan, and Piccolo. I'm trying to think of any of these. Like, you could just do every hype unit that anyone's ever wanted. If people aren't pulling the new characters, or if the rates are atrocious, or whatever, to them it's gonna be a bad celebration, because it's hard to enjoy the content when you can't get the content. I mean, that is just how gacha games are. It is really unfortunate that is a thing. I wish Legends would do something that Dokkan Battle does, or did, which is give you a copy of a free anniversary unit of your choice. I think that would be really nice. I don't think they'll ever do that. Like, even just 600 Z power, I think would just be so nice. I don't think they're ever gonna do that, or if they do, it's gonna be probably later down the line. But Dokkan Battle did that, in case you don't know. For their 10th anniversary, they literally gave everyone a stone that would give you a free copy of any of the, I want to say it was 4 anniversary units that dropped, or was it 5? I think it was 4, right? I don't fully remember. But you could just choose any. That's awesome, right? I think if Legends did the same thing, that'd be awesome too, because, well, I guess it's a little bit harder because it is a PvP game, and that can upset the balance. No, not even. Honestly, I don't really think that'd be that big of an issue. I think they could just do that. I don't know if they ever will. It is a big ask. Like, as much as some people might like to think that me saying that, or just them doing that, is not that big of a deal, it is. It is a pretty big deal. I don't know if Legends will do that, but it'd be great if they did. Just so, in the worst case scenario, if you get shafted on everything, every banner you get absolutely shitted on, you at least know at the end of the celebration, or even if you don't know until the end, you can get a unit, like you guaranteed get a unit of your choice, and then you can maybe dump Z power into that unit to make them better, right? So I think that would be really good for Legends to do, but I don't think they ever will, just because it is PvP centered and not PvE centered like Dokkan is. I don't think that'll ever happen, but who knows? I could eat my words, and honestly, I really hope that I am wrong and that they do it at some point. When you're a free to play, it really feels like a job to play this game. That's true. I mean, I never. This game really feels like a chore to play or like a job. Like it feels like you're, having to work it, like log on every day, or like I don't even know how to explain this. Like if you feel like it is a chore, or you feel like it is, like this guy's saying, a second job, stop playing the game. Like I'm gonna be dead ass. Just take a break. It is never good to play a game because you feel like you have to. That is bad. If you ever feel that, and this doesn't even apply just to Legends. For every game, take a break, right? A little bit of backstory for me. I used to be a big League of Legends player. I loved League of Legends. Not necessarily because I wanted to be good or I was good. I was okay. Like I wasn't anything crazy. I think I peaked at like Plat, which if you guys don't know, for context, that's probably like, actually Legends rankings are so off. I can't really compare it to Legends, but I was a little bit above the middle of the road average player in League of Legends. I was a little bit above that. I didn't really take the game that seriously. I didn't play ranked that much. I played it here and there. But it got to a point where I realized I was playing the game because I felt like I had to grind. Like closer to the end of my ranked grind, I felt like I had to play every day. Now, of course, it is a different game. It's a different style of game. But I ended up quitting the game because I realized I am not having fun playing this game. I'm doing it because I feel like I have to. If you ever feel that way, just stop playing the game. I promise you will be so much mentally better off if you take a step back, delete the game, and find something else to do. It is really healthy if you ever feel that way. Now, if that's not you and you just play this game every day because you love it, great, right? Maybe you'll get shafted here and there, but if you enjoy it, that's good. And the next guy personally feels like a chore to play this game. Yeah, again, if you feel this way, please just take a step back. It's hard to say. It also might be a little bit crazy that I'm saying this as someone that makes content on this game and gets paid to make content on this game. I'm just saying this to keep your best interests in mind. That is just my take on it. I will tell you, if I wasn't doing content for Dragon Ball Legends, I wouldn't be playing the game. I'm going to be so honest. I would not be playing Dragon Ball Legends if I was not doing content on this game. If content creation did not succeed for me, I would not be playing this game. That is just the truth. So just to put that into your minds, right? When I say take a step back and stop playing the game, I would not be playing this game if it wasn't for content. So it definitely has its moments, but the PvP is definitely not balanced at all. I mean, no PvP game will ever be. They can try their best. Unless every unit had the exact same kit, exact same stats, it will never be balanced. Or 100% balanced, anyway. If you're not able to pull one of the new characters, mainly Ultras, you will struggle so freaking hard in the PvP game mode. Hell, even if you do pull the new OP characters, you'll still get beaten by a mindless player who just summoned a lot and has all the new characters maxed. I mean, yeah, again, it's PvP. It's not going to be balanced. No matter how much we want it to be balanced, it never will be balanced. That's just not how... that just can't happen. It's almost impossible to, especially with a gacha game. That's just not happening. So, from one perspective, I can get this, but on another perspective, that's just how it's going to be, man. I hate to break it to you, but it is true. I swear to God, if I see another full power Frieza with Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, I will go to Dokkan. No, I agree. It feels kind of like Daima all over again. I wouldn't say it's as bad as Daima, but it does feel like if you don't have, this one team, you're gonna get fucked. I will say there's a little bit of grace in this meta because you could get it with running Fiku or Kaioken Goku or Revival Vegeta in some cases. Like there are alternatives, but I do understand that like it is the best team in the game and it's not close. Like that's just how it is. I'm liberated from DBL once more and I ain't returning. Hey, good for you. Hey, W for taking the initiative to taking a step back from a game that is bad for you. Like I love Dragon Ball. And I do enjoy Dragon Ball Legends. I have my gripes with it, but I do enjoy the game. That's why I play it. I mean, doing content, pushing or making videos does help me to be more motivated because I do enjoy making content. But if it wasn't for content, I wouldn't be playing the game. Like I enjoy it, but not that much. Not that much. The gacha part of it is what kills it for me sometimes. All the time, actually. I just despise going into PvP just because of Ultra Frieza. Yeah, why is there so many replies? All you crybabies despise any broken unit in this game. Okay, I'm just gonna stop right there. It is not a bad thing to voice your opinion when a unit is ridiculously overpowered, like Ultra Frieza. I mean, Daima. I remember seeing people that had the same argument, but for Daima, dude. Okay, let me finish reading this first. You sheeps don't get tired of the repetitiveness. It's getting old. I mean, dude. On one hand, I can get this because, yeah, it probably is a little bit annoying to see people complain whenever a new unit drops. But at the same time, they're broken. They're fucking broken. Like, dude, I don't want to fight Ultra Frieza every match. I mean, it is annoying. Now, if you are grinding this game and trying to play to get to God rank, you're going to be fighting him. I mean, you're going to be fighting players that want to win, so they're going to be using the best teams that they have. But at the same time, I don't feel like there should ever be a clear number one. Like, and what I mean by that is, like, let's say, what was it? I'm trying to think of a past meta. What was a really interesting meta with a clear number one? Ultra Majin Vegeta. Ultra Majin Vegeta. Dude, for like a year, he was number one. Like, bro, I do not feel like there should ever be a case where a unit is number one, especially for that long. There should never be a clear number one in my personal opinion. There might be times where that happens, but if I'm being honest, if there is a clear number one, it typically means that number one is way too toxic, right? Ultra Majin Vegeta is incredibly toxic, dude. And even now, he still is toxic, although he has a lot. He's gotten power creep, so it's a lot easier to deal with him. It is really annoying when there is a clear number one, especially when that number one doesn't really have any hard counters. It just makes, like, if Ultra Frieza had a hard purple counter, that's a different story, because yes, he's the clear number one, but there's a unit in the meta that is actively, like, making him unable to be, or kind of punishing you if you run Ultra Frieza every game, right? Although it's a little bit harder because in Dragon Ball Legends, you can't really, like, there's no banning system. I think this is why Proud is actually a good game mode in my personal opinion, is because if you go into Proud, you can strategize. But I mean, let's use Ultra Super Vegeta as an example, right? He was really good. And honestly, if it wasn't for Red Cooler, he probably would just be running non-stop everywhere. Now, he wasn't that toxic, but that's just a point where it's like, yeah, he was number one. Actually, was he number one at the time, or was it MUI Goku? I think MUI was technically number one. But like, having that hard counter, if that unit is number one, it is good, especially when that unit is leagues above the rest of the game. So, oh wait, the video stopped. All right, I'm just gonna click play now. I'm just gonna have stuff in the background. Sorry. Where was I going with this? I actually think I got off on a tangent. I kind of sidetracked from my original point, but it's not really repetitive when it happens so often. Like, sorry. Repetitiveness as in, yeah, people are going to complain, but I don't think it's repetitive because when there are new units, there are new problems. And when there's new problems, people get angry. It is just a repeating cycle of gacha. That's just how it is, bro. Anyways, I kind of yapped a lot there. My bad. As someone who isn't playing it, maybe my life has gotten a little bit better since I quit, but I missed the gambling. No! Do not gamble! Sell! Bro. Don't be saying these things. No, you don't want to gamble, bro. Don't gamble. I say that and I literally gamble for my job. Anyways, sorry, by job I mean this, for YouTube. Don't gamble, it's not worth it. Don't. You don't miss the gambling, bro. Don't go back. CC nerf made me leave the game. Okay, so here's where we get into the Chrono Crystal talk. CC nerf made me leave the game. I seriously don't have time to play 1 hour plus game just to get 500 CC. They used to give out a lot of CC before anniversary. I just cannot bring myself to farm CC like before, and I guess they are even removing TOP. So IDK, man, I love this game, but lately it's gotten way too greedy. Okay, all right. I will speak on this because I actually watched Gresh's like big breakdown on this, and I do not watch YouTube that much, I'm gonna be honest, but I was so curious as to what was going on that I did do my research and my homework. So I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you've either already seen Gresh's or you've heard about it. So I'm just gonna give it TLDR, or I mean, if you haven't, then hopefully my TLDR covers it for you. They actually have not nerfed the amount of CC we're getting. They've specifically nerfed how much is accessible when you are at 20,000 CC. So for example, if you are below 20,000 CC, you actually have more Chrono Crystals available than you did last year at this time, I believe. Like on average, we have more Chrono Crystals available than we did last year. The problem is, some of that is locked behind exchange shops. So if you're above 20k CC, you are actually now getting less because you're above 20k CC, because there's more locked behind exchange shops. That's where the problem lies, which is why everyone feels like there's less CC available, is because I'm assuming a lot of these players are at above 20,000 chrono crystals, or maybe it's because it's in exchange shops now that people feel like they're getting less. I don't really know, but when Goresh made his breakdown, that is what was deduced. I guess there was a bunch of stuff made by the community that broke it down, and that was the takeaway. So this is not true. There was no, I mean, yes, there was a CC nerf, if you will, but we're not losing the amount of CC we're getting. You're actually getting more, especially if you're broke. If you're broke, you should have more to farm than you did before. But I will also say, it being in exchange shops probably also means you have to grind something to get stuff for those exchange shops. So yes, the grind's probably a little bit more. I wouldn't really know, because I don't do a whole lot of grinding in the game. One of the beauties of doing content is I can afford to spend money here and there to give myself more free time. Because, I mean, let me tell you guys, I am a part-time college student, although currently I am not because of some stuff that happened. I'm taking a gap semester. I'm a part-time college student, or have been in the past, and I will be next semester. I also have a job outside of YouTube, and I also do this. And I try to squeeze in time to make videos like this on my main channel, right? You should go subscribe to that, and you should subscribe right now if you haven't. I would say I'm a pretty busy person, and if I was in school right now, it would almost be impossible to play this game. Like, I don't really play Dragon Ball Legends outside of when I'm recording or streaming. I'm going to be honest, I just don't. Like, I'll grind here and there, but I usually don't play like PvP or stuff outside of recording or streaming, just because, again, I like the game, but if it wasn't for content, I wouldn't be playing it. And so I enjoy it, but to an extent. And so having, you know, being able to upload content and make money by entertaining you guys has helped me to give myself more free time to make it so I have a better chance of getting newer units, right? So I can give you guys funnier content or better content, or just give you, you know, content on a new unit, or just something, right? And so it has been very nice for me to be able to not grind CC. So the point being, I wouldn't know how much you have to grind. That's one part I cannot speak on, because I don't do a whole lot of grinding. Like, I do the big stuff, like raids, I do PvP, exchange shops, I'll occasionally do Zenkai Ultra Time Space Rush when I need Zenkais. But for the most part, I don't really grind. I probably spend like maybe an hour a day on the game, which is a lot. It sounds like a lot, but a lot of that is spent doing PvP. But again, the point being, I just wanted to explain like why I couldn't really say whether or not it is grindy or not. I don't know how that is. If it is more grindy than it was before, that sucks. But I don't know. All I know is the CC on a technicality is more available than it was before. Let's actually see what people said here. Oh, I deleted the game as well. Good. W. Yeah, I'm gonna move on from that now. Free to play here. I got Frieza in 23k CC, Goku in 10k, and Vegeta in 6k. I'm eating good. Y'all just mad you ain't get the new units. I mean, yeah, this isn't even, I don't know if this was meant to be like a insult, or this is just like a statement, but I mean, I don't blame people for being mad if they don't get a unit they grinded for. It is a little bland event-wise, especially since I started grinding for Vegeta at 0cc, since I spent it all on Ginyu Force, but beside that and lag, it's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, this just sounds like you had a really good experience. And hey, congrats, bro. I'm actually happy. If you are completely free to play, I'm happy that you managed to get these units in, you know, this amount of chrono crystals, because a lot of people have to spend more. So I'm happy you were able to at least enjoy some of the anniversary. Unless you enjoyed all of it. I mean, I don't know. But from what it sounds like here, you're happy, so that's good. Despite one of my favorite characters coming out, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, I don't want to touch the game. It genuinely feels horrible to play now because of the improper balancing of units and the horrible job the dev team has done managing the game. I mean, yeah, this is pretty true. The improper balancing that can go towards the LF, like you can be talking about LF Zenkais, you can be talking about just ultras being fucking broken as shit. Like, yeah, I mean, again, it's a gacha game. Half of the stuff here, I can just say it's a gacha game, and that's gonna be an argument enough. Like, it's balancing, not gonna happen. The dev team though, yeah, it's been very interesting choices the last year or so. Like, they had some good moments, but like Daima, for example, that was horrendous. My god, that was horrible. Supporters, I can't really speak on that yet. We don't really know what they're gonna be. Like, they've given us a brief glance, but we don't really know what that entails. So I can't really speak on supporters, but from what they've explained, it does seem like a very pay-to-win feature. I mean, overall, it does seem questionable, a lot of the choices they've made, but honestly, if supporters ends up being a very pay-to-win feature, that's probably where you're gonna see a lot of issues with the game. I mean, that's gonna be bad. Definitely 7, because the remaining 3 goes to Shafted from Ultra Banners. Still haven't gotten a single Ultra besides Ultra Gotacha from Coin Exchange. Damn. I'm sorry, bro. That sucks. I've been there before I was doing content for this game. I pulled Ultra Super Gogeta, and I'm pretty sure that was the only Ultra I pulled for a long time. I didn't get Kaioken, didn't get Boo, didn't get Broly. I think it wasn't until Ultra Gogeta Blue I got another Ultra. So to an extent, I can understand this, but I guess I can't really fully because I have gotten 8 Ultra. I'm sorry, bro. I hope that luck will follow you sometime in the future, and you will get what you were grinding for and hoping for. That is my wish to you. I just play casually, but sometimes it gets boring. Like there aren't enough places to get CC as a free-to-play player. Yep, yeah. I hear that a lot. It's like a solid 6-7. W. Game got me like, may as well take a shower. You better be taking showers. I know half of you probably smell like gamer gunk. I'm a relatively newish player. I've just recently hit the 60 days milestone. It's mostly fine, but I do think the game barely incentivizes the equipments. They're an afterthought. You know what's funny is... Nope, they are really important. Weak equipments give damage inflicted. This is really that bad. I mean, this is also true. The damage inflicted equipments are very good. All right, I'm not gonna lie. I just went on a tangent about like equipment, and I realized it didn't really make sense at the end. So I'm not including that in the video, but in case you're wondering why there was a random skip here, it's because I realized I was being a fucking dumbass. And also I think it was the way I was explaining it made no sense, so I just decided to cut it out. I'm just gonna skip this question now because I actually just like lost brain cells explaining this to myself. They haven't really given us shit for CC since the anniversary dropped, and 3 Ultras in the last like 2 to 3 months. Okay, so this is I mean, yes, this less CC since the anniversary. That's just true. I mean, we just got a shit ton during the anniversary. I mean, yeah, that's usually what happens in Dragon Ball Legends. After the anniversary, we lose Chrono Crystals, right? That's perfectly normal. Or we don't lose it, but like we get less because in the anniversary they're giving out more because there's more happening. And then of course the drop to 3 Ultras in the last 2 to 3 months. I mean, we got 2 literally side by side, and they did actually increase Ultra Frieza's rates on one of the steps. I think they should have just made it permanent ×2 rates for Frieza, and then the second step is ×3 rates. I think they should have just done that. So Goku is ×1, then ×2, then ×1. Frieza would be ×2, ×3, ×2, and then maybe for the free step you go back to ×1. I mean, it doesn't really matter at that point, I would say. But I mean, again, this is just post-anniversary stuff. This is perfectly normal. This is nothing about this is really unusual, except for the double Ultra drop. That was strange. Honestly, bro, I'm not having the most fun, so I'm just waiting for Squadra. True! Oh my gosh, I will be streaming Squadra. I don't think that it'll get as much viewership as Legends does. I honestly don't know if the game's even gonna last, but tune into that if you want to see that. I am excited to at least play the game when it releases. Don't know if it'll stick, but I'm excited. It's ridiculous how almost every summon has green skies with pods all the time. Even if I managed to get red, blue, or black sky, it's still with pods or white text that ruins the entire summon. I used to get 1 good summon every 5 to 10 tries, but now I can do over 50 and not even get the 1 really good summoning scene or animation. You know, someone should actually do the math on this. I feel like someone should do the math to like calculate what are the odds that you get an animation. You get like a good animation. Well, I don't even know if you could do that math actually, so scratch that. I don't even know how that would be possible. I mean, I can get this though. I remember when I first started playing the game, I would get good animations all the time, and then randomly it kind of just stopped. So I can understand this. It feels weird. Sometimes you'll go and get 4 to 5 good animations and then just go on a streak of 15 green skies. Like it happens. It is what it is. I mean, yeah, we all like our good animations. Here, let's see one of these. I want to scroll down. I want to get some of the ones that are probably not gonna, like, they're all the way down here. We're gonna see some of holy crap. Wow, you guys blew this up. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. I'd rather play Fortnite than this trash. What are the replies? I want to see this. Fortnite fell, or I'm assuming it fell off more. That's not true. I mean, well, sorry, yeah, I don't know if Fortnite actually did fall off, but fell off more than Legends. I don't know about that one. I just saw a comment about Gotacha. I could have sworn I just saw one. Maybe I didn't. This game fucking makes me tired. True. I'd unironically rather do the dishes with some video in the background, bro. It's bad. I mean, fair enough, dude. It's, yeah, this... I don't like grinding Legends, and I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way. It does feel tedious to grind a lot of the time, unless you're playing PvP. Dude, raids, can I just say I do not like raids. I hate grinding raids. It's boring as shit. It feels repetitive. It actually makes me get tired of units sometimes. I try to use units that I will not get tired of when I'm doing, or I try to use older units when I'm doing raids, not the newer ones, because I feel like I actually like get tired of the units faster if I do raids with the new character. Although a lot of the times it's kind of harder to do that because the new character gives you stuff. I mean, I guess you could just put them on the bench, but yeah. I stopped playing after getting shafted so bad it's just a money grab. This is the returning cycle every Legends player does. Every Gotacha player does. Like, you get shafted, stop playing, new character comes out that you really like, you go back. That's how they get you. Everyone goes back. I don't know if you particularly go back, but that's a lot of people do that. I'm looking not having fun playing this game no more. I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't feel enjoyable anymore. No, I get it, bro. I get it. Don't feel bad. If you don't know what it is, that probably means that you were. It probably just means you're playing the game to fill the time. Like, you just got so used to playing the game that you just play it. Again, if that happens, please do yourself a favor and take a step back. I promise you, you will be happier if you take a break than if you keep playing the game. I could be wrong, but I remember when I stopped playing Legends back in high school, I played it and then I kind of dropped it for a little bit. I was happier. I really was. So, again, take a step back if you need it. And if you don't know if you need to take a step back, if you play this game because you feel like you have to, you probably need to take a break from the game. So, 0-10 shaft after shaft after shaft. Yeah. At first I thought I was really good, and then Reddit tells me I'm horrible because I don't use the quick dash technique taught in the Trunks tutorial because my fingers can't do that at that pace, and because my phone lags intensely whenever I try to use that technique. Yeah, speaking of, the new update in the tournament power map, ever since we got ground battles, it's been fucking ass. So, I get you. I find that toxic, but want to tell me I'm being toxic for hating that technique too because it finishes a fight for wait, what? Sorry, I just had a seizure reading that. I'm gonna skip that. I actually tried to read that and I did not understand. Okay, I think most people are gonna be saying like, Legends players only have 2 moves. Oh my god, Legends is the best. Fuck this game. That's so true. That's actually so true though. I think we're gonna be seeing a lot of repetitiveness in the comments. But I mean, for the most part, it does seem like everyone is kind of, honestly, it feels like everyone's kind of at this point right here, the subpar experience. Even though people are saying it's an overall plus, at least the replies are saying this. Of course, I know that not everyone's gonna leave a comment, so most people that did select this poll picked this option. I mean, again, honestly, the point being of making this was I wanted to see where you guys were at, and a lot of what I'm seeing is a lot of people seem addicted. So if that's you, and you feel addicted, pay to win gang here. Yeah, I guess I'm pay to win, so I'll give that a like. If you find yourself to be one of these people that feels like you're playing the game because you have to, or you need to grind so when another unit comes out, you can afford them, that's perfectly fine to feel. But if it's irritating, like if you actually like if you have to force yourself to play, bro, please stop playing. Just stop playing. Like, I promise you, it's not worth it. I gave my thoughts. I yapped for a while. I D1 yapper. That's what they call me. My family calls me D1 yapper. Everyone calls me yapper. I am a yapper. Anyways, it was nice doing this. I hope I could give you guys some insight if anyone was looking for any, or just to read up on some of these comments. And yeah, guys, Legends isn't worth it. Take a break. Just take a break, bro. If you don't want to play this game, don't feel like you have to. Please just delete the game off your phone. I promise you'll be better. Anyways, have a good day, guys, or night, depending on where you live, or whenever you're watching this. Just have a good one. Let's find something to be positive about today. That's what I try to do, and it works. Trust me. When you try to find reasons to be positive, like you think about all the. That's it. I'm just going on a tangent. All right. Goodbye.